incredible tool that SaferWatch provides us is the ability to receive tips. Our entire city is geofenced. There's even individual geofences around each school. And folks can submit tips to us anonymously about things that they are suspicious of. It just adds on to the, if you see something, say something. And we can channel those tips to the proper units, whether it's our threat response unit or any other unit that may be able to appropriately respond to those. And we're hoping that students download the app and use it as a way to notify us. We're hoping that staff members at schools, we're hoping that individuals in the community download the app and they use that tool to provide information to us so we can act appropriately and prevent any significant offense from occurring. And the only other thing I want to add is this is not intended to replace 911. We want the community, we want the public to know that when there is an in-progress emergency, please continue to use 911 as the primary method of alerting us. This is more for something where if you feel that something may be in the imminent future, if you feel that something just isn't right and you want a method to report it to us and then we can act on it, then we encourage you to use SaferWatch. But again, please use 911 for any in-progress emergencies. And now I'm going to introduce our Assistant City Manager, Chris Lagerblum.
Thanks, Chief, and good morning. The Chief has highlighted this new initiative well. It's an exciting thing in our community when you have the opportunity to communicate. And communication these days comes in so many different forms that this is a great electronic communication tool, and one that we've heard time and time again that people wanted to send tips to police departments and let people know things that might prevent future crimes, and this is a great way to start to do that in Fort Lauderdale. We like to lead in communication, and we like to lead in talking with those that are here and those that are visiting, and our police department is truly committed to solving crime and pushing out information in real time. This is a great example of that. I think it's amazing that we already have upwards of 400 users signed up, and we haven't really even announced it yet. So I think it's going to be a platform that grows, and we look forward to what SaferWatch can bring to our community. I'm going to turn it over quickly to the President and CEO of SaferWatch to talk more specifically about the product.
Thank you, Mr. Lagerbloom and Chief Maglione. I'm Gino Rofero, the President of SaferWatch. On behalf of SaferWatch, we're very proud to partner with the Fort Lauderdale Police Department and the City of Fort Lauderdale in this important program for the community's safety. So SaferWatch is a free mobile application that's available on both iOS and Android devices. Anyone can download the application, and as the Chief said, it's not a replacement for 911. However, what we've found is that all the additional photos and videos and audio files that people can report through the application really help to speed up the investigation process and give law enforcement information they need to do their job even better. So as kind of the Chief said, if you see something that's suspicious and you're really not sure, and essentially you can take a picture, obviously if you feel comfortable doing so, and send that in. It goes directly to law enforcement. They will review the information and respond accordingly. What we've noticed is there's a huge gap between an emergency 911 call in a real-time situation and everything else. And that's really where SaferWatch comes in. We have all heard different warning signs. We've all heard their stories on TV where, an active shooter or something serious happens, and then hours later people come on TV and they say, oh, well, I knew this about him, I knew this about him, I knew this about this individual. So that's really part of our mission is, we've all heard this saying, if you see something, say something. Our mission, if you see something, send something in. And that kind of helps to collect all this information, and again, goes to law enforcement and aids in their investigation. So, again, we're excited about this opportunity to work directly with the Fort Lauderdale Police Department. The way that they set it up here in Fort Lauderdale is unique in the sense that they've geofenced different neighborhoods, different high traffic areas such as Las Olas, different parks, schools. So you can actually, on the application, subscribe to your neighborhood or your location that you'd like to receive alerts from. And as the Chief said, you can get real-time information that will be helpful and informative during a real-time situation. So I guess we're going to do a live demonstration after if you guys want to stay for it, and thank you.
If you have any questions, now's the time.
Yeah, but is this going to be open to visitors?
Chief, do you want to answer that?
Yes, it is a free mobile application for anybody that chooses to download it. And the beauty of it is, if I, for example, live in another city, but I'm visiting the downtown, I can get alerts for what occurs in the area that I'm currently in, not just the area that I currently live. So you can select your desired locations of where you work or where you live, but even if you're traveling and you come to Fort Lauderdale, if you have that app set up, you can get the alerts in the area that you choose to get the alerts in.
Someone's coming into Fort Lauderdale Airport and they're staying in the Fort Lauderdale area, how would they know about this?
Well, unfortunately, public information is how we're going to have to get it out. We're going to put something on our website. Our public information office is going to use our conventional social media, Twitter, Facebook, whatever we can to make sure we publicize it. We visit all the homeowners association meetings. We have different flyers and different contacts that we make with the hotels during spring break and other large events. We're going to publicize it as much as we can. We have, for example, Tortuga comes into town every year, and there's upwards of 20,000 people that are here for that event. I would love all 20,000 of those people to have that app downloaded on their phone. So if we need to communicate with them in real time about something that's going on, we can get them all. So public education, public information is the only way we're gonna get it out through a lot of publicity.
Right, is there going to be billboards and stuff at the airport if you're staying in Fort Lauderdale?
I don't know if we have our exact strategy for advertising yet, but we're open to any and everything.
And how does it remain anonymous if someone calls it or sends in a tip via digital? If there's a digital signature. I'm going to answer that.
Okay, I'll turn that over to.
So essentially, and I'll give the demonstration, but we do have a sign-up process on the application, and then after you sign up, you can always choose each time you submit a tip if you want to be anonymous or you want to leave your information. So it's up to each user to decide if they want to be anonymous or not.
Yes, but along with the sent information, there is a digital trace of who sent something. Like if I send something to somebody and they don't know who it's from, somebody can figure out who that came from.
Sure. So first of all, our users' privacy is paramount to our business. It's essentially the core of our company, right? If you can't feel comfortable transmitting information directly from our application to law enforcement, it's not going to be as an effective tool. So the second that they do submit anonymously, that information is really sent anonymously to law enforcement. Now, in the case, just like any other, phone provider or anything else like that, in the case that there's a criminal investigation, some of that information can be recovered. However, off the bat, it's completely anonymous when they submit. I just wanted to add to what the chief said. We are going to be doing a marketing campaign here in the city. Some of you may have already seen our billboards on 95, the SaferWatch advertisements, report suspicious activity. Also, if you want more information about the specific program for Fort Lauderdale, it's go to flpdalerts.com. and you can learn more about the program, and it talks about how Fort Lauderdale is using it.